Hello and welcome. You tune into bnsn now with me, Ankita Saxena, and with me is Cheryl D'Souza. And this is the show where we take you through all the questions that you send us and we get them answered by our experts. But before we get started with that, let's take a look at how the markets are shaping up. Cheryl, in the second half of yesterday, the Nifty really posted a good recovery. But today, Nifty is not doing much. In fact, it's trading at the lowest point of the day. But Nifty Bank is posting a very strong recovery. Now, the sentiment was dampened by IndusInd Bank. But IndusInd Bank is also giving a rebound after that management commentary.
Absolutely. Very good morning to you, Ankita. It's not just IndusInd Bank, which has actually seen a very sharp recovery from the day's lowest point, is also HDFC Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank that are adding on to gains for Nifty Bank in particular. But let's take a look at what the markets are doing as a whole, because it looks like another down day coming in for the benchmark indices at the day's lowest point when we talk about Sensex and the Nifty. With the advanced decline ratio right now, as I speak, it is tilted in the favor of the decline. Let's talk about then the rest of the sectors and the way how the market is progressing. It is the IT pack that is under immense pressure in trade today. Remember, IT globally also is under pressure in trade, given the fact that there are now talks and murmurs about the US economy not being in the fine fettle, and that's one of the reasons why you're seeing the IT index actually seeing very sharp decline. 3.5% cut coming in for IT index. Wipro, Infosys, TCS, HCL Tech Mahindra, you name it, all of them declining. In fact, they are the top five losers on the Nifty as we speak. Grasim, Nestle, Dr. Reddy's are the other set of losers in trade today. While on the flip side of the market, IndusInd Bank today staging a very good recovery, a recovery of approximately 12% from the day's lowest point is what IndusInd Bank has actually posted. You have Kotak Mahindra Bank, Tata Motors, HDFC Bank, Trent among the other set of gainers in today. Remember, Tata Motors held management meet with various brokerages, and they've come out with positive commentary, especially when you talk about JLR and the company meeting its guidance. Let's talk about the sectoral indices and what the print is there right now, because if you look at the sectoral print, it's banks that is holding on to gains, auto is holding on to gains. But barring these two, none of them are in the positive territory. You have IT, realty, metals, all of them seeing sharp cuts right now. Along with that, you have the broader markets that are seeing actually sharper cuts when you compare to the benchmark indices. Massive underperformance once again coming in from the broader market. So yes, the print for the market today is not looking that healthy. Also, the advanced decline ratio is not that supportive right now, Ankita.
Absolutely, Cheryl. But let's see. Here's hoping that the second half posts a better picture. But let's get started with all the stock-related queries then. But you can start sending in your questions that we will get answered by our experts. The number for that is flashing on top of your screen. You can send us your queries, the buying price of your stock and the investment period, and we'll get all your questions answered by our experts. And we're now joined by our experts. First up is Kunal Parar, who's the Vice President of Technical Research and Algo, Choice Equity Broking. And our second guest is Hemen, Kapadia, Technical Associate at DRChoksey Finserv. Hi, good afternoon, good morning to both of you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Well, let's get started then. Let's start with our first query for the day. Well, this is Rohit, who says he's a long-term investor. He's got IDFC First Bank shares, 900 shares of IDFC First. He's bought it at 72 rupees. He wants to know if he can average in today, and can he buy today also versus he wants to know the outlook for it versus the industry, the entire banking pack. Again, this is from a long-term perspective. Kunal, let's start with you.
Okay, it's for me. Right now, IDFC Bank is trading at 54 level, and our viewer has a position at 72 level. Recently, IDFC Bank has given a breakdown of its 56 level on a daily chart. Not only this stock has been continuously trading below its 100 and 200 days moving average. So we may see a further correction in the counter from the present level up to the level of 52, and if stock breaks this 52, then further downside would be there up to the level of 46. So time being, please hold this stock as you have already created your average at present level. Please hold as of now. We may see further correction up to the level of 46, and then you can go for again at average, because afterwards we may see a very good upside momentum up to the level of 66.
Right. This is all coming in on IDFC First Bank. Let me take this next query then. And the next query that I have is coming in from our viewer. This one is from John. He's writing to us from Chennai. And he's a long-term investor. He wants to purchase CSB Bank in his portfolio right now. He wants a suggestion on this one. Very good morning to you, Kunal. Good morning to you as well, Hemen. And what's your take coming in on CSB Bank? Do you think a good bank now to actually go ahead and accumulate at these levels? Over the last 6 months, the fall has not been that aggressive in this one.
Uh, right now, CSP Bank is trading at 279 and the stock has a strong support at 264. Even before it took the support of the 7, afterwards it went up to the level of 422. So yes, definitely stock looks very attractive at present level. One can go for creating a long position at present level with strict stop loss at 265. If you talk about upper side target, and first target comes at 333, and at this level stock breaks this 333, then further upside momentum would be there up to the level of 400. So stock looks very attractive on a weekly chart. Risk reward is in favor for creating a long position. Strict stop loss will be at 265.
All right, that's a take coming on CSB Bank, but I'll come to you, Hemen, now. This one's from Parag from Visaria. He says that he holds 50 shares of Welspun Corp at an average price of 682 rupees. Now he wants to know the target price for that, and also he wants to know if he can beef up from the current levels on Welspun Corp. I mean, because in the charts in the last 6 months, this has been a long corrective phase. So what would be your take on this? Hemen, this is for you. Okay, Kunal, I'll come to you then. There seems to be a technical glitch with his connection. Kunal, what is your take on this, Welspun Corp?
Well, in this market right now, stock is trading near to its 52-week high. Not only this, stock is near to give a breakout of its congestion formation, in which it was trading for more than 2 to 3 months. Now, right now, stock is trading at 820 levels. If stock sustain above 830 level, stock made a high of 842. But if stock sustain above 830, then we will get the confirmation of the breakout, and afterwards we may see a very good upside momentum, even up to the level of 1000 rupees. So definitely stock looks very attractive, but as of now, please avoid the stock. If stock sustain above 830, then only one should get into the stock.
All right, so that's the take coming in on Welspun Corp. We will try and actually fix that line that we have with Hemen, and we will try and address more of your queries. Till then, we'll actually slip into a break on this edition of Buy Now Sell Now. Don't go anywhere. More queries on the other side. Welcome back. You're watching Buy Now Sell Now on ET Now show, where we get your answers for all of our stock related queries. Let's just mark the flash on the bottom of the screen, because you have Ola Electric that's come out with a statement saying that their average inventory has reduced from 35 to 20 days right now. They are also talking about the fact that they are expecting the automotive segment to be a bit of break even in Q1 of FY26. You've seen the stock actually see a good reaction to that particular information. They're also saying that the daily vehicle registration has increased to over 800 per day. So on back of that, optimistic numbers coming in from Ola Electric, you can see the stock actually recovering in today's trading session. 2.5% uptick coming in right now for Ola Electric. But I believe we have Hemen, and we've been able to fix the line with Hemen. Very good morning to you, Hemen. And we've not been able to take queries to you, so let me actually take the next query directly to you. This one is coming from S. Manjunath, who is a senior citizen writing to us from Bangalore and wants to know about the most important stock right now, and that is IndusInd Bank. About the stock saw a sharp decline in yesterday's trading session. Today, it has seen a recovery from the day's lowest point, but for the long term, around 2 years, do you think this is the right price to go ahead and buy IndusInd Bank?
A very good morning to you, Cheryl. Thank you for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure. From a longer term point of view, I would prefer to wait a bit. IndusInd Bank has very strong support at 650. That is why we are seeing some sort of a breather coming in today. But if I look at the past history, Cheryl, if anything, it doesn't inspire too much of confidence, because Bank Nifty, you had SBI, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, even maybe a HDFC Bank, many of these banks, Federal Bank, all of them have posted fresh all-time highs in the last year or so. Cheryl, IndusInd Bank posted a high in February 2018, fell off a cliff from 2000 to 250, and now we are where we are. So I wouldn't be in a tearing hurry to buy anything. Yes, it is definitely getting oversold. Huge volume has happened. So I believe the poison would be out of the system. But 550 is still a possibility. Yesterday's low break. So I would wait a bit. Like I said, the past hasn't been exactly great.
All right, that's the take coming in on IndusInd Bank. But we also caught up with Ashok Hinduja, the chairman of IndusInd Bank International Holdings Mauritius, in an exclusive conversation on the reports of discrepancies in derivatives portfolio of IndusInd Bank. And yesterday we did saw the blowout coming on the stock, but stock is posting some good recovery today. Let's go and see what the management, Ashok Hinduja, had to say about the deal.
Looking to the financial numbers, we see the bank is in a very healthy position. 65,000 is the net worth. 9 months profitability in this financial year. Operating profit is 11,000 some odd crores, and 1,500 or 1,600 crores. This problem which has come up in derivatives, it very well can be taken care. Now also, if there is any further capital raise, the promoter is ready to inject. We are awaiting our approval from 15 to 26%. Though the policy is already in existence, it is in the process with the regulator to get this approval. But as I understand from the financial numbers, the capital adequacy is no problem. Their capital adequacy is already, even with this provisioning, will be over 15%.
All right, so that was the promoter of IndusInd Bank, and we saw the stock actually recover also in trade. You had the management also given a commentary or sort of a clarification on that particular front. But let's move on and let me continue taking the query then. This next query that I have is coming in from Tina Kapoor, wants to know about Bata, about 30 shares at a price of 1,600 rupees per share, as well as wants to know whether it's good time to enter stock like Coforge or BEL. What's your take, Hemen? Firstly, in Bata India, 1,600 is a buy price. Stay put with this one or look to exit. And also, does it make sense to go ahead and buy a Coforge or a BEL at this point?
Bata has entered a correction of a greater degree, Cheryl. So I would wait a bit, and I see a slow grind. But 1,000 is level of 1,000 is possible. Wait a bit. As far as Coforge is concerned, most of the IT stocks have taken hit. Coforge is relatively stable, but once again, this also seems more corrective than anything else. So I would wait a bit. Maybe the market itself is slightly iffy, but yeah, nothing very compelling at this point in time, Cheryl.
All right, we'll move on from there. I'll come to you, Kunal, then. This is Ignatius, who's writing from Kolkata. He has 20 stocks of Infosys and he's bought it at a price of 1,970 rupees. He wants to know whether he can hold it for the next 3 years. Can he average in at these levels? Now, given the weakness in the IT pack and the looming threat of a recession in the US, what do you see on the charts for this particular counter as far as the charts are concerned, Kunal?
Well, I'm saying further correction from the recent level. Right now, stock is trading at 1,575 level, and stock is also trading below its 50 and 100 days moving average. So further downside momentum would be there in the counter up to the level of 1,500, and if stock breaks this 1,500, then 1,380 would be there. So definitely this is not the perfect time to get into the stock for averaging. But if stock approaches this level 1,500 and then 1,380, then it will become a good buying opportunities for creating a average.
All right, this next one is coming in from Satya, wants to know about NSE, which is unlisted, and BSE for the long time. Wants to know what's the attractive price. I don't know about if you can comment on NSE in the unlisted space in the grey market area. So we will leave NSE out of this. But BSE, Hemen, what's the take? Do you think it's an attractive price to go ahead and enter this particular stock, given the fact that, yes, Indian stock market, this could be a temporary blip, but this will do well in the longer course of period of time?
Yes, we are closer to supports. So yes, some nibbling is suggested, but we've seen a distribution, we've seen a breakdown. So I wouldn't commit the entire capital at one go. I would spread the purchases in 2, if not 3 pieces. So Yes, one can start with one third of your purchases at current levels. It's come off from 6,000 to 3,700 4 weeks in a row, oversold. But like I said, split the purchase.
All right, split the purchase. That's what you were suggesting for BSC. But let's move on then and to the next one. This is Satya Veni who's writing from Hyderabad. He says he's a long-term investor. He's purchased BEL shares for 2,050 rupees per 2,050 shares for a price of 319 rupees. Wants to know whether he should hold it or exit or average in. If average in, then at what price? Kunal?
Okay. Right now stock is trading at 275 and stock has already made a bottom at 230 level. Stock is trading over its 20 days moving average. Even on a early chart, stock is trading over its 50 MA. So we may see a further upside momentum in the counter from the present level. I think this could become a great buying opportunities for creating an average. So yes, definitely from my side, it's a thumbs up to create a average at present level.
All right, this next one is coming in from Padmaseva Rao from Bangalore. Wants to know about PVR Inox. 15 shares at price of 1,300 rupees per share. Hemen, what's the take coming in on this one? Buy more at current price?
If you're playing for a trading bound sell, makes sense to buy with a stop loss at 850. Otherwise, I believe the long-term setup has taken a hit. Further price erosion is very much possible, but not without a bounce coming in. So from a trading point of view, if that is the view, a bounce is coming in. If it's an investment, you wait for the bounce to peter out, buy at lower levels, which would be lower from these levels.
All right, that's PVR Inox. But coming to you, Kunal, this one's from Sudhir from Hyderabad. Wants to know about L&T at current price for 1 year. Is it a good time to get into this counter?
Yes, definitely. Right now, L&T is trading at 3,165. Even on a weekly chart, L&T has a strong support at 3,100. So definitely, risk reward easy fuel for creating a fresh long position for medium term to long term. So definitely, yes, one can go for creating a long position at 3,165 level. We will keep SL at 3,100 if it's for positional to short term. If you talk about upper side target, then for short term, 3,330 would be the first target, and afterwards we may see upside movement up to the level of 3,500. So this stock looks very attractive even for short term and for medium term to long term as well.
All right, so that's the take coming in on L&T. But on that note, we'll slip into a break on this edition of Buy Now, Sell Now. When we come back, we'll continue taking your query viewers, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. You're tuned into Buy Now, Sell Now, where we are taking you through all the queries that you're sending in and getting them answered by our experts. Well, let's resume then. I'll come to you, Hemen, now. This one's from Hyderabad. The Ekam Barya, he says that he's holding NTPC and Tata Power, each 200 shares at 400 rupees for NTPC, and Tata Power, he has bought it at 428 rupees. Now, he wants to stay invested in either of the stocks, in one of them, and he wants to know which one should it be, where he should be staying put, or he wants to know this for a time horizon of 2 years. So it's between NTPC and Tata Power. Which one is a better pick?
Well, frankly speaking, both of them are looking good from a longer term point of view in a market which is quite wobbly and jittery. These stocks are reflecting resilience. So I would say hold on to both. But if you want to pick and choose, maybe I would probably opt for Tata Power vis-a-vis NTPC. But like I said, both are looking good.
All right, this one is coming in from one of our viewers who's not mentioned a name but did mention there is a long-term viewer. Wants to know about Bank of India, about 1,000 shares at a price of 126. Karnataka Bank, 1,000 shares at a price of 205. What should the viewer do with both of these counters actually right now, Kunal?
Right now, Bank of India is trading at 94 level, and if you talk about the long-term path and long-term looks very attractive at present level, stock has already been corrected from its recent top of 113 and right now trading at 93 level. Stock has a strong support at 90 level. So we may see a good upside momentum during upcoming trading session. First target would be at 105 if stock breaks this, and 130 will be there. So yes, definitely Bank of India looks very attractive for long term. Even one can go for averaging at present level. And if you talk about Canara Bank, the way bank has been trading on a daily chart, even on a weekly chart. I think for Canara Bank, please, one would wait as of now because stock has been trading in a downtrend since last many weeks, and for the downside would be there up to the level of 75. Right now, stock is trading at 82. So if stock approaches this level 75, then only one can go for creating an average at that 75 level.
All right, Kunal, stay with us then on this one as well, because this query is specifically for you. This guy, the person who's writing to us is called Krish, and he says that he has REC shares, 1,000 shares, and he has bought it at a price of 400 rupees per share. Now, he wants to know that he's already, he's made some decent profit and he's already reduced his holding by 50% in September 2024. He wants to know the view for the next 3 years for the rest of his holding.
Now, actually, REC is like very good company in terms of fundamentals. Not only the stocks also pays a very good dividend as well. So two benefit would be there So you can say it's a double bonanza for any investor, for any traders. Right now, stock is trading at the 396. Stock has been trading above its 9 days plus 50 on early chart. Even on a weekly chart, stock has a strong support. So we may see some good upside momentum in the counter from the present level. So we may see a good capital appreciation even from the present level. Not only the stock is paying a good dividend, company is a good dividend paying dividend paying company as well. So double benefit would be there. So definitely please hold your stock as of now. If we talk about the upper side target from the present level, then 475 would be the first, and stock breaks this, then 550 would be there.
All right, so that's the take coming in on REC. The next one is coming from Venkaramani, and he's asking about Ola Electric. We just saw the flashes on the bottom of the screen for Ola Electric a short while ago. He has about 150 shares at a price of 105 rupees per share. Hemen, he is making significant losses in Ola Electric right now. A good time to average? Should he hold? Should he sell? 15 months is the time period. I know you do not have that much of a chart history that you can comment on it. But anything that you can spot in the very near term for Ola Electric?
Yes, Cheryl, absolutely. Like you said, 8 months of data are not enough for a 15-month view. Since listing the stock, maybe a sharp bounce, and then after that, we've been downhill all the way. It's making progressively lower lows on a regular basis, except being oversold, which is not a redeeming factor unless there is price volume action happening, higher tops, higher bottoms. That's not there. So nothing exciting. Further weakness, yes. No known support levels because there's lack of history, Shell. So I would prefer to stay away. And its cost, at least with the limited data we have, doesn't look like coming in the near future, Shell.
All right, so better to avoid Ola Electric. That's your take coming in. But Kunal, I'll come to you. This one's from Komal from Mumbai, and Komal has purchased TCS 1,000 shares for 4,000 rupees for the long term. She wants to know what does the technical chart suggest for this one. Is it a hold or an exit? I mean, again, an IT name. There's a lot of weakness in the IT pack right now. What would be your suggestion for the long term?
Well, long term I'm seeing a good upside momentum if you talk about long term side, but definitely short term pain would be there in the counter. Right now, counter is trading at 3,500 level. Not only this, we are getting the hit from the global market and particularly from the Nasdaq. So definitely further pain would be there in terms of further pain would be there from the global market. Right now, stock is trading at 3,500. And if you talk about further downside, then 3,300 and 3,200 would be there. Now, Komal has already purchased the stocks at 4,000 levels. So please do not get worried about this counter. If stock approaches this two level, 3,300 to 3,200, then please go for average. So from there, we may see a very good upside momentum for an upside target up to the level of 4,000. And if stock breaks this level 4,000, then 4,500 would be there. So long term is like very good upside momentum, very good return that you can get it from the stock.
All right, so that's the take coming in on TCS. Let's take this next one coming from Bharti, who's a senior citizen, wants to know about BML, wants to buy this one in a good quantity, long-term investor. Do you think now is the right price to go ahead and buy BML, Hemen?
I think from a slightly shorter term point of view, yes. And once again, it would sound like repetition, but buy 1/3 now because we've entered a correction of a greater degree. Stock moved from 200 to 5,500 in 4 years. That's going to take a couple of years to rectify. I mean, a time price retracement. We've only seen around 7 months. More time to go. A bounce and a decline. So buy 1/3 of what you want now, because we're at a decent support levels. But yeah, if you're taking a longer term point of view, this whole correction will take time to play out and it will consolidate. I believe it could take another 1 more year for this to play out.
All right, that's the take coming in on BEML. But coming to you, Kunal, Murari Prasad is writing in from Greater Noida. He says that he holds Adani Green and he's bought it at a price of 1,894 rupees, and he also has KEI Industries, and this one's at a price of 4,565 rupees. He wants to know your advice on the long-term perspective. Should he hold it? And presently, of course, he's sitting at a loss. So for how long should he be holding these counters?
Well, definitely means he is incurring a very huge loss, particularly in this Adani Green right now trading at 815 level, and we may see a further downside momentum in the counter even up to the level of 700. But I think please wait as of now, because this stock has entered into a time-wise correction, and it may take further time to get out from this time-wise correction. I think it may take more than 6 to 9 months to come out from this time-based correction. So please hold your stock as of now in Adani Green, and do not go for averaging as of now.
Right, so that's the take coming in on Adani Green as well as KEI. On that note, thank you so much, Kunal, as well as Hemen, for being part of the show, answering all of the stock-related queries. Remember today, viewers, it was techie special. So in case you asked for a fundamental view, sorry, we could not provide that to you in today's show. But on that note, we slip into a break, and when we come back, you will have a special discussion on Women's Wednesday edition with my colleague Kavita. So don't go anywhere.